Let's see. Awesome. All right, welcome back.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. I don't think we ever spoke on stream. I think we've just spoken like Twitter DMs and then on. Actually, no, that's not true. Gondok. We've wait, have we met on Gondok?
I think so.
I feel like we met on Gondok, and that's why.
A while ago.
Yeah, it was a really long time ago. It was a very long time ago. How you been since then? What's been going on? I know you.
Been pretty great.
Pretty great.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, just streaming, staying at home, pandemic. You know how it goes.
Yeah, you stream a shit ton. Like, how much do you stream average on a month? Do you think?
I can check right now.
You stream more than most people I've ever seen stream. Like,
really?
Yes. No, you're constantly on my list. There's never a time when you're not on. I see you on from like, I usually get up pretty early, like 7:30. Sometimes I see you on early in the morning. Sometimes I see you on late at night. It's like, you live here. Yes. I
mostly stream from 12 to 8. That's my usual.
Maybe it just feels longer.
I might.
I don't know what it is. It just seems really long though. It's impressive.
Ooh, time streamed from, okay, this month was 228 hours.
Damn, 228 hours of streaming this month alone?
Yes.
Would you say that's like a slow month, or is that like a...
I don't know. That's pretty average.
Okay.
Last month was 227. I'm nothing if not consistent.
Shit. What got you into streaming? Because I know you started like years ago. Like, what was your experience? Like, how did you find the site? How did you sort of get into it and all that good stuff?
Actually, it's kind of funny. I was doing my normal job, and then I became like a manager of an esports team, sort of. Mm-hmm. And I met Kimmy and Leslie, like way back when they started streaming as well. And they're like, you should start streaming. You're cute and you're funny and you play games. You should do it. And I'm like, you know what? I will. And so I did.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid transition. What like, were you a gamer before, or did you like gaming before, or was it just
yeah. I've always been a gamer. Like, I think my first video game was the NES, like 4 years old or something.
Damn.
It was Duck Hunt and it was the two for Duck Hunt and Mario Brothers. Do you know that one?
Yeah. The double cartridge.
That's my first game. Oh, I also had like the Game & Watch.
You had the Game & Watch too? Yeah.
I had a Game & Watch. Yeah.
Holy
like kindergarten or something.
You seriously are. You do game a lot too. It's not like you don't just chat, or you don't just like do IRL. Like you do a lot of gaming, like a lot of it. It's kind of impressive, like to see how much you do it. I don't always talk, but I lurk a lot of streams and stuff like that. Or I have like multi-Twitch up where I'll watch multiple people at a time. So you're like one of the streams that I like multi-Twitch or something like that. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. What about your name? Is KaraCorvus just your name, or is that like a stage name, or is that something? How did you pick that?
Kara is my name.
Kara. Excuse me.
Corvus. Oh yeah. Corvus is not.
Okay.
That is a stage name, but it actually started with acting first. I was recruited to an agency, or like scouted to an agency when I still had my job. And I'm like, I gotta make a stage name. So I did. And because my real name is associated with a bunch of like research papers, and I didn't want those worlds to mix, you know?
Yeah, that would be interesting to pop up with a paper under your real name, and then have like highlights of Twitch on the other hand, and you're like, oh, this girl does multiple things. Very interesting. What did you study?
Evolutionary biology.
And what does that mean in layman's terms?
A lot of genetics research, phylogeny research. It's like genetics.
It's genetics. Okay.
Genetics stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Like looking at genes, looking at like proteins, like the phenotypes that the genes produce, etc. Yeah.
Cool. Why did you transition into like you're full time on Twitch right now? Like that's what you do. When did you sort of transition into full time? When was that?
Once I got partnered. I don't recommend doing that. I was a special case. During my job, I got to a point where I just did not want to do it anymore, and scientists get paid. Can I swear? Is swearing okay?
Swear is completely fine.
I got paid absolute shit
Okay.
at my job. So when I got partnered, it was mainly just like an excuse for me to quit my job. Because by that time I was making the same streaming as I was like at my job, and I was like wearing myself too thin. So I quit that job and I never looked back.
Yeah, definitely. And you've been doing it. How long have you been doing it? It's like it's over 6 years now that you've been streaming.
No, 5 years.
5 years now. Jesus Christ. Is there anything you don't like about streaming? Because you seem to do it consistently, so I don't think you have any quandaries about it. But is there anything specific?
There are some things. Like with my old job, I could take 2 weeks off, and it felt great. You know, with streaming, you can't take 2 weeks off unless you're like a really high-level streamer. People are gonna forget about you if you take too many days off. And then
it's crazy.
You also, like, you know, the streaming life, you feel like if you're not streaming or doing something related to streaming, you're like wasting your time.
Yeah.
Like if you're cooking, you could be like, I could be streaming this.
It's
or
true.
If you're like grocery shopping, you're like, I could be streaming this.
You're like, this would be so content. You're like, damn it, why did I say that? You're like,
exactly. Yeah.
Just want to shop and pee. It's like you go somewhere. You're like, oh man, just taking a walk. You're like, oh man, something interesting is gonna happen. I'm not gonna get it on camera.
This. Yeah.
Like, damn it, man. I could get a clip of that. I could blow up on that. It's bullshit.
Yeah, you get caught in that mindset where you can't really take days off because everything could be content.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Well, it's like the longest you've taken off from stream since you started personally.
I got suspended for 3 days once.
Oh, what did you get suspended for?
It was really stupid. I wore a tank top that showed some cleavage. Okay. And I made a joke by putting the game as my face instead of. Like that was the whole thing. That was actually the whole thing. Yes.
That was fucking it. Are you kidding me?
That's it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Solo, for the raid. I appreciate that.
I'm not even joking. I asked my partner manager, and that was what I was told.
Okay. First of all, you have a partner manager, which is awesome because I know a lot of people who don't have partner managers.
Yeah,
so
a lot of people do not.
That's kick-ass that you have that, but you've been doing it for a while, so like you should have one essentially. I mean, everyone who has a partner. Who is partnered should have a manager in some sort of way, so, or at least like a team of people. Has there been anything else that you've been banned for that you were just like, this is ludicrous?
Some things I understood. Like one time I accidentally showed a phone number on stream and I got banned for a day. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. My bad.
It wasn't like.
Otherwise, that was like pretty much the only times.
It wasn't like a super important number. It wasn't like the president's number or some shit like that.
It was my stalker's number.
Oh shit. Okay.
So I didn't even feel bad about doxing the number.
I mean, if someone's stalking you and then you're like, oh, I accidentally leaked your number, it's like I wouldn't be pissed about that. I'd be like, oh, sorry, I leaked it, dude.
I know, right? I did not feel bad about it.
Do you want to talk about that whatsoever? Well, obviously, you don't have to talk about anything you don't want to talk about on.
It wasn't that bad. I say stalker, but it was not for that long. So what I think happened was, so I used to go to this mechanic, and it seemed like he had a thing for me.
Yeah.
Because he kept like trying to hit on me. When the fucking mechanic, I just want to. Get my wheels.
I just want to get new tires and an oil change, Jesus man. Let me leave.
God damn. But then like he had my info, like my phone number and my address and stuff. It's the mechanic. Yeah. So he calls me from this weird number and he starts like saying the weirdest shit to me, like really sexual stuff. And I complained about it on stream and I'm like, look at the area code of this number. Where is this from?
Someone research this shit right now.
Yeah, where is this from? And then I got banned for that for a day. Okay.
I mean, that's really like, okay, one thing you never ever do in life is if you go to someone in their work and stuff like that, that's like, that should be like a safe environment where you never talk to someone like that if they're at work, because they can't physically leave the situation at work. So that's like the worst possible, is to like, you have to give them your info. Like, you have no choice in that regard. So that sucks though.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was the owner of the shop too.
Ew,
so
that's
it's not like
worse.
I could report him.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, let's shut my business down or whatever. It's like, he owns the business. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry. Fuck. What do you think makes like a good content creator? Like, what do you?
Flexibility is a big one. Especially if you're like playing with a lot of people are gonna flake and drop out. You gotta figure out what to do like on the spot to keep the chat engaged. Although I say flexibility, but also consistency is also very important. So you need both. You gotta do both. You gotta be able to network and present yourself professionally. Like, there's so many times I've seen other content creators that are just not professional whatsoever, and you don't want to work with them anymore because they're not gonna be professional. Like, why would I work with them anymore? Yeah,
it's like when you respond to someone and they respond back and then they just ghost, and you're just like, you could at least say no in some regard in professionalism.
Yeah,
like I'm sure you've had that in the past.
There's so many times I've been in tournaments and they don't show up until like the last minute, and I'm like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you giving me a heart attack? You have to have like a thick skin is a really, really big one. Especially, like, everyone gets harassment, but like I feel like even like as a woman you get a little bit more.
Definitely
probably.
Yep.
You have to have very, very, very thick skin. You can't please everybody. People are gonna hate you just because you're you, and you can't take it personally. You
mentioned your viewers and keeping them engaged. What do you personally like to do to keep your viewers engaged? Because you spend a long time on stream, and I'm sure there's people who stay the full 8 hours. Like, what do you personally like to do to keep them engaged when you go from transition from like chatting to game to et cetera, et cetera?
Personally, I have no idea why people stick around.
All streamers on the platform, why do they keep coming back?
Why are you here? What am I doing that makes you want to stay?
You like this? All right, it's cool. I'll keep doing this. Whatever.
Yeah, all my chat is saying like, we can't leave, we're trapped, and they're right. They're right.
So you literally trapped your chat and they can't get out?
You're not allowed to leave.
Oh god. Oh god, that's a little much. That's kind of cool though. It's kind of like a crystal ball or whatever. You can just take them and like just take them with you anywhere. That's badass. How do you get one of those? How do you do that?
Magic.
Magic.
Blood magic.
Oh god. I want to talk about, I know you model on your Instagram. I want to talk a little bit about that and how you got into the whole modeling spectrum of things and what sort of got you into that world. I imagine it was Twitch definitely. In some sort of way. So there's a lot of cosplays.
Actually, I was doing modeling before Twitch.
Oh, okay.
So I had a friend who was a model, and she came to visit me in LA, and she's like, hey, you should come to my photo shoot, and we'll take some photos of you too. And so we took some photos. I was like, cool, modeling is pretty fun. So I like made a website and I put my photos on there. And then that's how I got scouted to an agency.
Nice.
Actually. So they found me, I got signed, I booked some commercials, I booked some shoots, and then just went on from there. And then she also got me into cosplay, and I'm like, oh, let's do both.
Yeah.
And that's
definitely a big world. What's been like your favorite cosplay, and what's been like your favorite sort of shoot? Have you had a specific one that just in your mind sticks out?
I really enjoyed my Farah cosplay. Let me grab some real fast.
Oh, you have it. Nice.
Yeah, so my Farah was really fun.
I should see.
Yeah. I made this.
I was
I
gonna
make
say you
all
made
my
that. You definitely made that.
Oh, it's very dusty.
I like it though. Damn, what did you make that out of?
This is foam. Like it's very light.
Nice.
It's very like indestructible. I can throw it across the room and it'll be fine.
That's badass. How long did it take you to make something like that?
This was like 2 or 3 months. This one I rushed, so maybe 2 months.
2
like,
months?
The whole thing, all the armor, and that was working on it maybe like for 2 or 3 hours a day.
Holy shit.
Armor takes a long time.
Yeah, because you have to get every detail right, like all the small, minute details on something, right?
Yeah.
Wow. What about your favorite? Is there like a modeling job or a modeling gig that you did that was specifically just like really fun, or just sticks out?
I think. I've modeled for Apple a couple times.
Oh wow.
There was one where they had like an iPhone announcement. This one was really funny just because I knew the background of it. So I'm Turkish, so they booked me because I looked Turkish.
Yeah.
They were having like this presentation where they were like showing off like all the different countries they had iPhones in. Except the Turkish shoot that was in Turkey was actually like in like Beverly Hills, LA, in like a Moroccan restaurant. Okay. So like, and they also had a Spain and then in India, but like those people were also like on the set with us, like in different areas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they tried to like carefully word it to like make it seem like they went to all these different countries to show people who had the iPhone, but it was actually just people in LA.
They like section people off, and they're like, "Oh, you're here, you're here." It's like it's the same fucking thing, and it's just like Jesus.
Like, you're from India, you're from Spain, you're from Turkey.
And they're like, what would you? How do you respond to that? I know. Like, thanks for telling me. I appreciate you telling me that. Cool. Yeah. I mean, that's why you hired me, because I said that. Like. What do you say to something like that? I don't even know. It's just like, okay, sure. Yeah,
there were even people in the shoots that they were like, oh yeah, I'm Brazilian, but they cast me as a Turkish person, so I don't know.
Interesting. That's so weird how like the entertainment industry does that, and they like sort of they get away with it too. Like casting is such a different world from everything else, because if you go into like a regular 9-to-5 office job, like they can't discriminate against race, religion, etc., etc., etc. But casting and like modeling is the exact opposite. They're like, oh, we need you to be 110 pounds, we need you to be this race, and it's so interesting how they get away with that and how they do that. So
you know what's funny, for like commercial and advertising casting calls, they have like certain like keywords, so they look for different attractive levels.
Yeah.
So if you're a character attractiveness, that means you're ugly. Ugh. If you're real attractiveness, that means you're just average. Okay. And then there's model attractiveness, which is like very attractive.
That's so bad.
Like, yeah, you have to know like the code words to know what to try to sign up for, and you have to like know yourself very objectively, because if you're like, oh yeah, I'm definitely character attractive, and you sign up for the character attractive casting calls,
you're gonna get put as the character, or you're gonna they're gonna tell you something else, or one of those things. Damn, that's so. I hate that. That world is very difficult and very complex, because I know I have a friend, she works in casting, and she's very much like, she has like, she seems like she's stressed all the time because she has to make those types of decisions, because she's changing people's lives essentially by doing that.
It really is. Yeah. So
it's a really difficult decision to make when you're a casting person, and it's very tough. So I wouldn't not want that job. It's tough. Some meme from my Discord asks, favorite things to do when not streaming. It's a good question.
So what was the question?
Your favorite things to do when you're not streaming.
Oh.
Like, what do you like to do outside in your free time?
I take baths after my stream just to like relax and chill out, and then while I'm in the bath I watch anime. So I have like my bathroom laptop that never leaves the bathroom because I just watch anime on it.
Uh-huh. What kind of anime do you like set up the scene? You have like bath bombs in there, and you got like all the like candles running and stuff like that. And you're like, you got like, I don't know, a Death Note in the back. I've only ever watched Death Note anime.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're missing it. There's so much good anime out there. I try to keep up with all the seasons just because like I watch anime every day. You know? I run out of stuff to watch, so whatever is new and looks interesting. I watch a lot of like anime review YouTubers as well, where it's like, these are the ones to watch this season, and I'm like, oh, I've got to write that down. Write all this down.
They have so many episodes though. Like, what is it? Dragon Ball has thousands of episodes or something like that.
Yeah, but like all the like recent series, they're only like 1 or 2 seasons, and it's like 12 episodes per season. It's not that bad.
Okay, they went back on the whole thing where they just make it crazy long seasons. There's
only a few shonen anime that are like super long. It's like One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, Fairy Tail, maybe. I don't know.
What's been like your recent favorite one that you've watched?
Oh man, I'll have to look at my list.
How extensive is your list? How extensive is the list, Kara?
I've seen a lot of animes. A lot, like hundreds.
Hundreds of animes? Holy shit.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Oh god, that's so many. What do you have like an Excel list of it? Like, are you one of those people who keep Excel lists of what you do? Or?
No. Okay. I'd have to look at my like Crunchyroll account. So I keep a list on there.
Jesus.
It's like more innate.
Oh.
I am logged in. Ooh. Yeah, my watch list. Okay,
I've lost you now. I shouldn't have done this. You're literally gonna just transition into
Okay, no. One that I really enjoyed recently is the Aquatope on White Sand, if anyone knows that one. It's so cute. And it's so like chill.
What's like
I don't know, if you need something chill and wholesome, watch the Aquatope on White Sand.
What's like the premise of it?
It's a girl who has lost her parents and she finds solace in taking care of an aquarium, but the aquarium is being shut down.
Damn. Interesting.
Yes.
That's an interesting concept. That's like actually super original. Shit.
Yeah.
That sounds dope.
Yeah, it's very nice.
That actually sounds cool. That's wow. It's so different. Like the basic stuff you hear in like Hollywood is like the romantic comedy where there's a guy and a girl and they have kids and stuff like that. But you don't really hear shit like that where it's just like, oh, she has to take care of an aquarium. Like that's very, very different from your usual what you'd hear, what you'd see, and that's super cool. Have you ever been to Japan or anywhere? Yeah, you have.
I've been twice actually.
Okay. Did you go absolutely insane when you were there? Because it was so cool.
I didn't go weeb insane. No, I went food insane. I ate so much food. Oh my god, it's so good. It's because like everywhere in like every restaurant in Japan, even the hole in the walls, it's gonna be like the best food you've ever had.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Like even if you go to Denny's, it's still like, oh, this food is so good.
They have Denny's in Japan?
Yeah, and they're really good.
What the fuck?
7-Eleven. Even the 7-Elevens.
I heard that. Yeah.
Have such good food.
I've heard 7-Eleven sushi in Japan is better than like the best sushi you can get in the US. I'm like, that's messed up.
If you go to like an omakase in the US, no.
Cool.
But the best sushi in Japan is gonna be way better than the best sushi in the US by far.
Yeah, I mean it's right there. Like they're really catching it probably that day. So
yeah.
Yeah, damn, that's so cool. Wow, what was like? How long did you've been twice? Do you ever have any plans to like stay there long term, or are you just not interested in staying there long term? Because
I would love to live there for like a year, but unfortunately, it's very hard for Americans to get a visa to stay there.
Yeah.
Ever since World War II, like that's actually the reason. There's been like this weird agreement that Japanese nationals and American nationals cannot really stay that long in each other's countries.
Okay.
But if you're from Australia or Canada, 1 year, go for it.
Really?
Easy.
Damn.
Yeah. America is like 6 weeks, you're out.
Cool. We completely fucked it up. Good job, America.
We did.
Well done. Now we can enjoy places that are awesome like Japan. Cool. Nice. What about I want to talk more about. I actually have like a segment where I bring up like Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. It's never anything malicious or anything like that. I just like to bring fun things up. So I wanted to bring this up on your Twitter. You in high school. Can you talk about yourself in high school and like what this picture? If you're on my stream or anything like that, it's just your old high school picture from Twitter. You have like
Let me go to your stream real fast.
Yeah, you have like dark brown hair and or light brown. It's more light brown.
Oh, that's when I had. Oh yeah, that's when I had highlights.
Yeah.
And I was very tan.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about more like how you were in high school and what you were interested in the world of Kara?
I was a gamer. I played Ragnarok Online with my friends in high school. If you're familiar with that. I still watched anime in high school. I'm pretty much the same as I was in high school, except I'm a lot more confident. I was very, very shy in high school, extremely so. Not confident in myself at all. I had friends, but we were very nerdy friends.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong at all. I had a good time. Very studious. I was like on honor roll and I took like all AP classes, of course.
Damn. Jesus.
I was the quintessential nerd in high school. And I didn't really grow into my own until college.
Yeah.
But yeah, high school was fine. I wouldn't say it was the best years of my life at all, not in the least.
Yeah.
Once you get past high school and college, it's so much nicer.
It really is.
It's so much nicer.
It really is. I agree.
For everyone in high school, like, it gets so much better.
Yeah, and if you're having like a really, really good time in high school, it's probably not gonna get better.
It's probably not gonna get better. Yeah.
To be
if you
completely
peak
honest.
in high school, you're fucked.
Yeah. No, it's true though. It actually is true though. If you peak in high school, you're pretty fucked because if that's your best time you're having, that's not good because there are way better years. There's
way better years. Yeah.
You mentioned that you were sort of a you were sort of a nerd in high school a little bit basically. Is that how you sort of found the love of like the genetics and chemistry, or was that more in college, or how did that transition?
I've always been into that. Even as a kid, my parents got me a chemistry set, like a kid's chemistry set when I was like 6 years old.
It's dope.
So I think it's more like my parents kind of molded me into this.
They made you into this.
I'm pretty sure my parents were like, we're going to make sure she goes to college and gets an education and does science. Because my dad is a chemical engineer, so he probably had a lot of sway into what I was interested in. And then my mom was an artist, but she always like took me out into like the woods and like caught frogs and snakes and stuff with me. So that probably brought on the biology stuff. And I watched the Discovery Channel and Animal Planet and National Geographic Channel over cartoons like all the time.
Did you have sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, I was molded from birth to be a nerd. So
apparently, that's pretty badass though, because usually nerds are extremely successful. So, did you sort of have like any pets growing up that you like? Did you have like multiple? Like, did you have like a snake? Did you like a dog, a cat, and?
I never had a dog growing up. Actually, I don't know why, but I had multiple cats growing up. We always had two. If one like died or disappeared, we just replaced it. I always had two cats growing up, and then all the time I would find like turtles and stuff, and we'd set up a little tank and have the turtle for a little bit, and then we'd like let it go, or we'd catch a snake and then it would poop and it'd be really smelly, so we'd have to let it go. We'd keep fish, frogs, everything.
Wait, where did you grow up? Did you grow up in California?
I grew up in South Carolina, actually.
Oh, holy shit! How long did you live there? I guess I should have asked that in the very beginning. How long did you live in South Carolina?
Until I was 12.
Wow,
Yeah.
South Carolina, that's crazy. My
know.
dad's from North Carolina, so I've definitely been in the South Carolina
Southern
region.
California.
Yeah, SoCo and SoCo, same thing, except way different. Interesting. Was it like one of the main towns of South Carolina, or was it like an unknown town?
It was a small town. It was
town?
like 10,000 people,
Whoa.
if that. Yeah, very small town. But it was right next to. It was like the town people lived in when you worked at the nuclear power plant that was nearby.
Yeah.
With my dad being an engineer, that was his career. So growing up, all my friends all their parents were chemical engineers.
Yeah.
Growing up, just in this tiny little town, just a very dense pocket of chemical engineers.
That's crazy.
So growing up, I thought like, oh yeah, every kid's parents are chemical engineers. That's normal. So
everyone in the world is a chemical engineer.
So
that's how it is.
Yeah, that's how I grew up. So one time I met a friend whose parents was like a doctor or something, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Why are you a doctor? Why aren't you
chemical engineer?
Why aren't you in chemical engineering? What is this shit?
Yeah.
That's weird that you're a doctor. You take care of
Are
people.
you sure? Are you sure your dad's a doctor?
People working at like the supermarket. I don't. You're a chemical engineer too, right? Like you're not just a doctor.
It never crossed my mind. Like seeing people like in restaurants or shops, like they're probably chemical engineers too. Yeah.
That's a great thing. That's a hilarious thing to think as a kid. Like there was definitely things as a kid I thought I was like they're just ludicrous. You're just like, why did I think that as a kid? Or like, why was that in my mind? But it's always fun to like tell those stories, stuff like that. What did you want to be when you were a kid? Did you ever have any other ambitions that you were in your head? Maybe that you were.
I wanted to be a chemical engineer.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I was a kid.
There was no other thought like, oh, I want to be a firefighter, or I want to be a lawyer.
That's just what you did.
What the fuck? There was nothing else. There wasn't like firefighter or lawyer or...
No.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
I know, right? Later on, I was like, ooh, I want to be a vet, actually, a veterinarian.
Uh-huh.
And then I found out vet school is harder to get into than med school.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Seriously? How is it harder?
It is. It's apparently harder to get into.
What do you have to...
Is like you still need the same grades, but like people would rather like be an animal doctor than a human doctor, you know?
Yeah, because you can feel out the animal instead of having to talk to a human.
Yeah. Exactly.
What do you take? Like, okay, so you take like an MCAT when you're a doctor, right? What do you have to take when you're an animal doctor? Is it like an advanced version?
I actually don't know.
Fuck. I guess chemical engineer is way better then. Fuck that. Oh.
Yeah, so I went into college on the chemical engineer route. And then I got depressed.
as I think every Twitch streamer gets.
As you do.
Yeah.
Engineering students, as they do, they get depressed because I had like thermodynamics. I had like 3 math classes, a programming class, and I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? And so I dropped all that. And my junior year, I switched majors to evolutionary biology.
Yeah. I mean, still pretty hard, evolutionary biology. Like, if it's involved with genetics, it's still not like...
It was so much easier, though.
Dude, I take one math class. I'm like, I take like geometry. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'm terrible at math, so I can't. It doesn't work for me at all, ever. It's just a disaster when I try to do that. That's good that you didn't have to be a chemical engineer, though, because it sounds way too difficult, to be honest.
Yeah. I was like, I'll settle for being a scientist. That's cool, too.
I mean, scientist is still pretty a cool fucking title, though. You're like a...
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like
when I would go to casting calls, just like, they ask you, like, random questions just to see how, like, you look on camera. And a lot of times they'll be like, so what do you do besides, like, going on casting calls? I'm like, oh, I'm a scientist. And then the casting person would be like, sorry, what? The fuck?
Yeah, no, I can modify. You know what, Jurassic Park? Yeah, I did that. That was me. It was.
Yeah.
That was me. You know the frogs and the sex change with the mosquito and the DNA for dinosaur. Yeah, that was me. I did that. Yeah, that was me. That's crazy. What else do you like to do in your spare time for fun? Off besides like
Oh
the
yeah,
baths
is that where
and
it
stuff?
started?
That's fine. It's like my show is completely just a tangent. It's tangent based. It doesn't have to like be linear whatsoever. That's what's fun about it.
Video games.
Video games. Do you ever play offline?
Oh God. The only games I play offline are ones that are banned on Twitch.
Wait, what are the what games are banned off of? Is there like a certain? I know like they have to have like weird Atari, probably Atari games banned off of, like Atari porn ones banned off of Twitch, because there used to be that.
There's a few.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever watched.
There's a few games.
Video game. AVGN, Angry Video Game Nerd, and he had a whole bunch of
yeah.
specials on that type of stuff where he played Atari games and they were just vulgar as fuck. So I imagine those aren't allowed on Twitch.
I've seen some of those. Yeah.
What's your favorite game of all time?
Ooh, I love Zelda games.
Ooh, same.
Breath of the Wild was very good. I love open world and I love Zelda, so maybe that's my favorite game of all time.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh no. Oh wait, Persona 5 is good too.
A lot of people love Persona. Like, I've noticed that. It's like a super popular game.
Persona figurines.
Yeah, you have Zelda ones too though, and you have a lot of Pokemon
as
well. So yeah,
you can kind of tell what I play and what I like.
Minecraft, Pokemon,
yeah.
Zelda, Persona. What else is back there on the left, or I guess far left of Persona? On the bottom.
Over here?
Yeah, is that more Zelda?
It's more Zelda.
Oh, okay, I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, it kind of looks like the one on the
up here
right.
I have like Overwatch and World of Warcraft stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, were you super into WoW as well? Were you like one of those people who were just like 24/7 WoW raids all the time? I
can't. I'm afraid to get back into it because I was like that. I played Vanilla, and then I played Burning Crusade, and then Wrath of Lich King, and then I took a hiatus, and then I played what was the one right before Pandaria?
I have no idea. I've never played WoW. Oh. I had a whole bunch of friends who played it, but I always didn't want to play it because they would never come out of the room. So
yeah,
like,
don't do it. Cataclysm. It was Cataclysm.
Yeah.
That's it. And then I have not played since, and I'm doing great, and I don't want to get back into it.
Your mental health has increased since quitting WoW. I've heard this a lot. This seems to be a common thing between WoW players, is when they stop playing, they get better mentally for some reason. I don't... Maybe it's just a thing of having to, you know, wake up for raids in the morning or certain times of day that you have to do
loved the raids. I loved playing. It was a time suck.
Yeah.
I just don't have time for it.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about like movies and music? What's your go-to movies and music that you like a lot, or favorite artists or anything like that?
This is gonna sound weird, but I actually don't listen to music that much.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
When I am in my car driving, I listen to podcasts.
Okay.
I'm a fucking nerd.
Do you have any favorite podcasts?
There's one called Reply All. It's a podcast about like internet stuff.
Ooh.
Like even like internet trends, or like weird things that have happened on the internet, or things related to internet stuff.
Okay.
Very interesting. I recommend it.
Okay. Well, how long has it been on? Do you know how long the series has been going?
Years.
Okay.
I think I started listening to it even before I started streaming.
Wow. Holy shit. What about like movies, or do you just stick to you? Because I know a lot of people stick to YouTube or like social media and TikTok and stuff like that. Like, I've found myself down the TikTok hole lately, so.
I try not to look at TikTok very much.
It's bad. It's a bad idea. Don't do it.
I only have TikTok to post TikToks. I don't look at TikToks.
Oh wow. Okay.
So there will be like TikTok trends or like weird quotes people say, and I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
It's probably better you don't, because some of it's just like, why do I know this, or why is this dance a thing, and why do I know what the moves are? This is embarrassing. So.
Yeah. But like, I watch Netflix. I watch movies. I have a Hulu and Netflix subscription. You know, Disney Plus.
Got all
No, I fucking hate that. I hate that there's so many goddamn subscriptions now.
It's turning back into television, Kara.
It's cable again.
I was gonna say it's turning back into TV once again. It's just gonna do that, and they're gonna keep doing it, and then no one's gonna realize, and then finally in 30 or 40 years, everyone in the millennial generation, Generation Z, is gonna be like, oh wow, this is just bullshit that I'm paying for all of these, and then just gonna cycle
Everyone
again.
wants their pie slice. Stupid.
Well, yeah, it's because Netflix used to be the dominant one, and then every other service was like, wait, we can do this. Let's pull our content from this now, and let's start our own service. And then that's exactly what happened. And now it's bullshit. So, and Netflix just keeps going up, and Hulu will keep going up, and Disney hasn't moved yet, but they'll go up eventually.
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations.
And then there's fucking like Apple TV and Peacock or whatever the fuck.
I don't. Everyone's just yanking their own content and putting it on because they can make money from it. But what they don't know is Generation Z and Generation, they're not going to take that shit for much longer. They're not going to do it for much longer. So, Wet Shrimp, excuse me, Wet Shrimp in my Discord asks, any psychedelic experiences?
I'm not. I don't really go too hard in that like area.
Okay.
Like even weed, I've like had weed, but I don't seek it out. I don't really care for it. It puts me to sleep.
Same. Just kind of fall.
I've always wanted to try like microdosing or some stuff like that. I'm such a fucking vanilla nerd. I don't know where to get it.
There's definitely places you could find it in LA.
I'm sure. I just don't know. Like mushrooms, I'm totally down to try. Where do I get it? I don't know.
I think if you go to like a party, you can literally. There's always some dude there just hanging out. It's like, yo, I got it.
That's true.
But it's also really dangerous to do that too. Like that's
exactly.
That's like a reason I would never try cocaine is because I'm afraid of fentanyl being in it because I know it's sometimes cut with it, and fentanyl can fucking kill you quick. So never really been interested in it.
Yeah.
So.
Where do you find a legitimate, like, trustworthy source?
Where are you trying to find?
I don't know anyone.
It's funny.
I only know nerds.
It's funny because where do you? I mean, you could synthesize it if you know nerd. I mean, that's like you could. I mean, it's not.
I'm not in a lab anymore.
It's not looked past. You can actually do that. But it's kind of funny to say like where do you get the good stuff or whatever. It's like, is there good stuff though? Because like cocaine's made of gasoline and like.
I mean, I'm not into cocaine, but I feel like shrooms are fairly safe.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that's probably one of the. A lot of the stuff that grows in the earth is not like weed, obviously, or shrooms, or just those types of that are not synthesized by humans usually seem to be okay in terms of not getting addicted to them long term and stuff like that.
A little better, yeah.
Yeah. And the guy in my chat, Brunst, is saying coke grows in the earth, which is true. The coca leaf does grow in the earth, but then it's synthesized with gasoline and all that shit.
It's always mixed with shit.
Yeah, it's like cut with household chemicals and stuff like that, which makes it extremely unsafe. So,
yeah, whereas like, look, a mushroom.
Oh, yeah. Then you're completely fucked up. You're like, what happened?
Look, a plant. I'll smoke that shit.
I wonder who's the first person to actually do that. Like, just sit down and go, I'm going to smoke this plant and see what happens.
Native Americans, probably.
I know Native Americans, but I want to know the Native American who was just like, yo,
I want to
know the first guy who was like, we should smoke this. I want to know who it was, and like, we should smoke this. And who was just like, yeah, totally, let's do it. Fuck it. I want to know the exact person who did it. That would be awesome to figure out. So, Darkly Dreaming asks, what's the edgiest thing you've ever done? Pretty good question.
Edgiest?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you haven't realized by now, I'm very vanilla.
Okay. Have you ever stolen from somewhere or something like that, or have you?
No.
Really?
I haven't
Ever?
actually.
Damn.
Never.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Good citizen.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not even when you were young, like you're just like, yo, I'm taking this fucking candy.
No, I had the fear of authority hammered into me at a young age.
Okay.
Stolen. I don't think I've ever stolen anything.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. I don't expect you to go, yeah, I still shit all the time. Like, I don't like.
But like, Even my brother has accidentally stolen stuff, but I haven't even accidentally stolen anything.
Damn, you're careful. Wow. Nice.
It just so happened it never happened.
Just never occurred.
Or maybe I don't know what happened. Maybe I have and I just don't know.
I feel like you know though. At some point, you'd like search into a bag and be like, "Oh fuck," or just one of those situations. I don't know. It'd just be one of those situations where you eventually you just know, right?
Mm-hmm. I accidentally committed a class 3 felony one time.
Wait, what?
By taking pepper spray onto a plane.
Wait, okay, first of all, we gotta back the fuck up. First of all, it's illegal to bring that on a plane? I didn't know that.
Second, it is 100% illegal, yeah.
Wow, did you forget that you had pepper spray and then you were...
because like as a girl in LA, like I carry pepper spray in my purse, and I was going somewhere, I put my purse through the x-ray machine, they didn't catch it. And I flew like halfway across the country, and I get there and I'm like, oh shit, I have pepper spray in here.
Now that you know you had it, did you leave it in the place you were going, or did you take it? Did you try to go through again?
I had to throw it out. I actually tried to bring it through again, but they caught it this time, and I had to throw it out.
Of course, fucking TSA.
I thought maybe they won't catch it again.
Yeah, how do they catch it the first time? And then like I've been out of the country a few times, and it's funny that sometimes I won't ever be searched, and then sometimes it's just like, yeah, you over there, let me see the bottom of your shoes. And I'm like, okay, what did I do? Like, you're getting selected. I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't want to get selected. This sucks. Just let me go. I don't have anything. I have water.
My dad gets selected for random screenings all the time.
Oh yeah, random screenings, great, yeah.
Because he's like he's my Turkish half, so he looks the part apparently.
Okay. Has he ever been like interrogated or anything like that before? Or?
No, he's also very vanilla, straight arrow.
He's just like, I'm a chemical engineer. Just leave me the fuck alone, dude. Just let me go. This is bullshit. But yeah, TSA is not that great when you pass through things. They're
worthless. They're stupid. I hate them.
Shitty organization. It's like man, I don't want to take off my shoes, man. I don't want to do all that, like coats and stuff like that. You're not gonna find. You got pepper spray through. Like, what are the like? What are, like I've heard of people like getting guns through accidentally. Like how do they explain that type of shit? So. What's something you can't go a day without at all?
A day without tea, maybe.
Tea.
I drink tea all the time.
What kind of tea is your favorite? Do you have a specific type?
I like chai and I like green tea.
What got you into the whole tea? Is it like a culture thing for you, or you just like to drink it?
I like to drink it. My mom got me into it because she didn't like coffee, and so. I don't like coffee either. It might be a genetic thing. God
damn it.
But spoiler alert, it is.
I didn't know we were going with dad jokes tonight. I would have brought my arsenal of dad jokes.
But I just drank tea growing up, and now I just like drinking tea, and I drink tea all the time.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee either. I've never been into coffee. I'll drink tea occasionally, but coffee just doesn't do anything for me like it does it. Other people are like addicted to that shit where like, I need coffee in the morning right now.
Yeah, I can't. Well, I mean, I guess I could be addicted to tea maybe. Like, I don't feel like I need tea.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It's nice to drink. I like it.
Yeah. Nice. Another question I had from my Discord is from Darkly was, do you believe in the supernatural or aliens?
Supernatural, no. Aliens, I don't think any aliens have visited Earth just because statistically it's very unlikely. But it's also very unlikely to not have intelligent life somewhere in the universe.
Yeah.
I mean, assuming we haven't, do you know what the Great Filter is?
No, I have no idea.
So the Great Filter is a theory to explain why we have not seen any other intelligent life.
Okay. Like
in the cosmos. And it's that the Great Filter is somehow preventing highly advanced life forms from either surviving or... it's called the Fermi paradox. So basically, the great filter is something that is preventing in super intelligent and advanced life forms from continuing on. So there's a couple proponents that we either have not reached the great filter yet, and thus it is coming up and we're fucked, or
God, I hope so.
which is why, and the reasoning is that all other life forms have already reached the great filter and got eliminated for some reason, and that is why we have not contacted anyone, or that we are the only ones who have actually surpassed the great filter, and that is why we have not contacted anyone or anything, because nothing else has surpassed the great filter yet.
Interesting.
Yeah, there was a third circumstance, but I don't remember it at the time. So either we are fucked, or we're the first and we're totally cool, but everyone else is fucked.
Okay, with all the reality television and bullshit that's on that happens and all the stupid fucking people on the earth, we can't be the only ones who pass the filter. There has to be something else that passed the filter. We can't be the only ones.
It is
Kara.
very infinitesimally unlikely for life to be created in the first place. So I don't know.
I don't know either.
Or we're all just a simulation.
Do you believe?
You've heard that?
Oh yeah. I've definitely heard that one before. Do you?
I mean, it's statistically highly likely that we are a simulation.
If we're all a simulation, why don't we all just do what we want if nothing matters?
Yeah, exactly. What does it change if we're a simulation? We're just gonna keep living the way we are.
Can you just get your waffle fries and leave, please? Jesus Christ. See, you have a lot of waffle fries and mac and cheese. Just leave. God.
Although, to be fair, I did have an emote of dick butt and it got removed for being obscene. Yeah.
That's weird.
I know, right?
Yeah, because there's literally
weird.
There's literally like a BTTV emote that says dicks. I don't know if like Twitch is involved with that whatsoever.
No, BTTV, they're not involved. I'm sure they would love to get rid of BTTV.
If they did, people would fucking riot though. That's for sure, because those things are super used everywhere. Frank or Facey, all that shit. People would riot if that happened. So, I love dick butt out of context. Sounds like a different. Oh, God damn it. Brunsta asks, "Is weed a psychedelia?" What? Brunsta?
Weed is not a psychedelic, no.
No, unless you eat. Have you ever eaten it before? Like, have you ever eaten like brownies or like?
Oh yeah.
That shit sucks compared to smoking it, in my opinion.
I just don't like the feel of the smoke in my throat and lungs. It burns, and I'm a pussy. So I like taking like the gummies or something.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if you like the right dosage, it's fine. But
yeah, you just gotta get the right dose.
I'm a pussy when it comes to the eating it though, because I freak the fuck out. Not a fan. I go into weird places when I eat it. So, Darkly asks, if I use telekinesis. Oh wait, sorry. Scarfo asks, do you still keep up with biology, or do you feel like you are losing it since you're not using it?
I don't really read research papers, but I still will read articles, like layman articles about like research that has been conducted or like breakthroughs. I'll still like look stuff up on research websites, but I don't try to keep up with it.
What do you think is the most bullshit thing about something in biology that a lot of people believe, and you're just like, that's completely false? That doesn't make any sense. There's a couple things.
That all the anti-vax shit just infuriates me.
Yeah.
I talk about it all the time with my chat. It's like the one thing that actually gets me really, really mad.
Yeah.
There's like the anti-intellectualism that goes along with it, and like just I can't go into it or else we're gonna be here for hours.
Okay, that's fair. But it is pretty insane to see those people kind of have the side of it creates this, it creates that, and you're just like, no, we've been, it's weird because we've had vaccinations in schools forever, and then a lot of people are opposed to it, and you're like, you literally need records of vaccinations to get into most schools. Like,
yeah,
that's impossible. Like, how how have you been to how have you been to Africa before? Because you literally need to get a shot to go to that country.
Yeah.
Like it's required, and now everyone just seems like they're. Sorry, I'm probably getting you mad about it. Sorry, let's move on from it. Let's move on from it. Is there anything in life that you regret?
I feel like everything I've done in life has brought me to this moment, and in this moment, I'm pretty happy. So I can't say I regret most things.
Yeah.
I mean, like I could regret like getting that sandwich as opposed to like this other sandwich, you know.
Oh.
But as far as major life choices go, like if I go back and track like the things that I would regret, I would not be able to get to the place where I am now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows? Maybe I could be in a better place, but I quite like where I am right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Going, there's only like one thing I regret, and it's a job. But technically, if I wouldn't have, if I would have still had that job, I probably wouldn't be on Twitch, which is interesting because I like Twitch, and I think it's a cool place to be and cool people to meet. So.
Exactly. Like there's so many times where. Like, I think there was a turning point in my life where I could choose between 3 jobs, and I chose one of them. And like going back, it's like, oh, I should have chose that one. But if I hadn't have chosen this one, I wouldn't be here. So I don't know.
What did your mom and dad say sort of when you jumped into like online content creation, stuff like that, when you sort of left the whole biology thing? What were sort of their thoughts on it?
My parents are very results driven. So if I can prove to them that what I'm doing, like, as long as I don't need their help, I can do whatever I want.
Dope. Nice. That's awesome.
They're fine. Yeah, they're fine with whatever I do as long as I'm happy and I'm not being a drain on them. They're totally cool.
Yeah. You brought up the analytics and they're like, all right, cool.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I can pay for rent with this. And they're like, all right, great.
Nice. That's how parents should be, though. They shouldn't be like, you should do this, you should be this, or you should be that. The parents should be that, where they're just like, hey, if you can do it, you can do it, whatever. Like, those parents are the best types of parents. So.
Yeah, and they know I'm not the type to like make poor decisions.
Yeah.
Without a good reason.
You wanted to be a chemical engineer when you were a kid. That's the job you wanted. I don't think you make poor decisions. Like, what the fuck?
They trust me for the most part. They know that I am doing fine.
Yeah. Darkly asks, if I use telekinesis in front of you, would you believe in supernatural? But what, Darkly? Really, dude?
If you could show me telekinesis, yes.
Well, yeah.
I can see proof of things, if I see evidence, like, of course, I'm not the type to hold on to an opinion just because it's my opinion. Every day, my opinion changes because of new evidence has been brought up, or because I've learned something new, and thus my opinion has changed about what the facts tell me. Like that's what it means to be a scientist. You are
scientific theory.
Yeah, you're always changing what you believe and what you see because you're getting evidence to support that.
Yeah. How do you feel about magic? Like, just like magic and
like illusions.
Yeah, illusions. Do you ever feel like there's an I mean, obviously in magic there's an explanation to
obviously
it.
There's always an explanation, but like you can still enjoy it.
Yeah.
You can enjoy the skill that comes with it, and that's what I like. I like seeing the skill that the magic shows me.
Yeah. You ever seen any cool magic shows before, like in Vegas or anywhere?
Yeah, I went to a Penn and Teller show. That one was really good.
Actually jealous. I actually want to see them really badly. So.
Oh yeah, they're great because like a lot of times they'll explain the trick and you're still like, how the fuck did they do that?
They're like, wait a minute, you explained it to me and I still don't get it. This is bullshit.
Yeah, they'll explain it to you and you're still like, how the fuck did they pull that off? Even though I know how they did it. What?
They're
really good.
That's some next level trolling, man. We're like, I'm gonna troll you really hardcore, and you're still not gonna know how I trolled you. That's bullshit. That's cool though. I like that. Tech Kid asks, what's your favorite scientific principle?
Scientific principle? Like in what way? Like what do you mean?
Tech Kid, what do you mean by favorite scientific principle? Explain that. I'll ask another question and we'll get back to that. I do want to bring up a clip of something from it's actually one of your top clips. I'm sure you know what it is. You interviewed Snoop Dogg at one point.
I did.
Which is pretty fucking cool that you interviewed Snoop Dogg. So I'm gonna play it on my stream. It's about a minute long, and then I want to kind of run over what sort of happened there, what sort of led up to that, all that good stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So.
Thank you, Hollywood. So that was a tough loss. How do you feel after that?
How the fuck do you think I feel? Motherfucker, I don't feel like shit right now. Fuck you think I feel amazing? They took a loss and we fucking lost. We were supposed to win. We better than that. We had a minor discrepancy on what was going on. They got us the outcome. That's your boy right there. We took the L, man. We're gonna take our L like we take our W. We're not gonna be sore losers. We wish them good luck. Whoever wins it all, much success. It's just heartbreaking when you know that you could have, would have, should have, and you didn't. But it is what it is. We took the L. Elroy Jetson and my nephew T-Dab. We will be back. Rat soup eat motherfuckers. Hello.
So who do you think is gonna take?
I don't know and don't give a fuck. Stop asking all these dumbass questions. We lost. I gave you an interview. Now be gone.
And there you have it.
So that was you want to go over what exactly happened in that clip and how you sort of got to that point and all that good stuff of like interviewing Snoop and
so I worked with okay, so I guess Snoop puts on like these little mini tournaments for him and his friends at this place called The Compound. He has like this whole warehouse where he just has like all these games set up and recording studio and like lounging areas that he calls The Compound.
Okay.
And a friend of his I've worked with before on like other hosting and influencer stuff. And they're like, hey, we need an interviewer just to like make this look really cool. You want to come do this? And I'm like, yeah, sure, dude. It's Snoop Dogg. Fuck yeah. So I come over and like, it's a Madden tournament, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's like him and his friends. They're just playing Madden. They're on teams. And his team ends up losing. And so like, we're all having a fun time. And they're all saying like, okay, ask him questions that are gonna give him a really hard time, like make fun of him, tease him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, sounds good. So like, I wanted to be like, that was a really crushing, just absolutely terrible defeat. How do you feel? You know, like
no.
I want like I was asking those questions the whole time just to like give Snoop a hard time. And so like he was in on that. And he's like, bitch, how you think I feel? You know, like. It's funny and it was a good time. So the whole point was just to like make it funny and give him like tease him for losing, because and then everyone there is high as fuck too.
I was gonna say
like,
that's what I was gonna
I don't know if you could tell in the clip, but it's super hazy.
I was gonna ask you like in the span of how many hours you spent there, how many blunts did Smoke Snoop? Or how many blunts did Snoop smoke? Excuse me.
He smoked a lot. In fact, he has a full-time blunt maker.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've heard, but there was a guy there who just the whole time he's just rolling blunts for Snoop.
Yeah.
Like that's all he did. And he would like leave them in places that Snoop would be. Like by his computer, he'd leave a blunt for Snoop, or like by his chair, he'd leave a blunt for just so he could grab it whenever.
It's fucking like not Goldilocks. Actually, no, it's like what's it like? Who leaves like a trail of? No, it is Goldilocks. Who leaves like a trail of like food or whatever? I can't remember what it is. Is it the Three Bears? It's not Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
No. It's the two. Oh, what were their names?
Fuck, Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel. Yeah, Hansel and Gretel. Yeah, they leave like a trail of food. It's like he's leaving.
I'm like those two kids.
It's like he's Hansel. It's like one's Hansel and the other's Gretel. They're just smoking the weed and one's just rolling and leaving. Like here you go. That's amazing. Yeah, that's hilarious.
They had they also had a table set up. It was just like a pile of weed. Like I'm not even exaggerating. It was just a pile of weed. Like you could like.
Just pick it up.
A pile of weed. Yeah. And Like they would just make you a joint right there if you wanted it. I didn't really smoke, so I didn't. But like I still got high anyway because we're basically hot boxed in. It like you can't see like 3 feet in front of you because there's so much haze from the weed.
That's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask, is like, did you get contact high? Because
I basically did anyway.
If you're in a fucking box of weed and it's just everywhere around you, it's like the weed monster and shit, basically.
Mm-hmm. And at the end, they had a cake, and the candles were joints. Like I swear to God, I'm not making any of this up. I kept some of the candles, and I sent some to my friends. Like, hey, you want a Snoop joint from his cake? Here you go.
Wait. Was the cake made of weed too, or was it?
No,
like,
the cake was not. The cake was real. The cake was just a cake, but the candles were joints.
Imagine it's laced with fucking can of butter or some shit like that. You're like, wait. Oh, that's what I would question. If there were joints in the cake, I'd be like, wait a minute. Will this cake make me high? And I probably would have eaten it by then. So, oh my God.
I had some of the cake. It was good. But like, cake. I don't remember the flavor actually. Okay. I don't remember. It was a really, really fun time, and Snoop is so sweet. He's very, very nice.
Seems like a really laid back guy. So.
Oh yeah, he's super chill. Like I can't remember if it's on the clip, but he gave me a high five after.
Yeah, I watched the clip afterwards, and he gave you a high five, and you guys kind of laughed. And then like there was another part of the clip where I don't know if you were just like contact high. You look like you almost fell over, I guess.
Because I almost walked in front of the camera.
Oh, okay.
And someone pulled me back, and I'm like, oh, my bad.
Oh, I thought I was like, is she high right now? Because I assumed like
I probably was though.
I was just like, is she just like baked out of her mind where she just can't stand anymore? What the fuck is going on?
Oh no, I got pulled back because I was walking in front of the camera like an idiot.
Yeah, that happens. There's cameras everywhere. You don't know where they're going, so it makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, when that clip was circulating, everyone was saying like I was so dumb and like I got owned by Snoop. And I'm like, do you know how interviews work? Like,
you know this was scripted, right?
Yeah. You know, like this is how it's supposed to go down, right?
You know what? You just got owned, right? Because literally, we planned that shit. So fuck you guys. Like you got owned. So that's what I would say to my chat.
Yeah.
But
that's the story behind that.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty freaking cool that opportunity sort of arose and you got to do that. That's a good story too. It's funny. Joint candles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What about your hero? Do you have a hero in your life that you consider someone who's like on your radar that you're like, damn, I like to be like them, or I emulate them, or maybe I take things from that person?
I always feel like such an asshole, but like no, not really.
Someone else said that like 2 weeks ago, where they said they didn't have a hero. So
I don't really know. At least not one singular person that I'm like, oh, I want to be this person. Like it's more like you pick and choose qualities of people that you respect, and you're like, oh, it'd be nice to like have the confidence of this person and the ingenuity of this person, and like creativeness of this person. Yeah. I can't say there's like one person I'm just like, yes, I want to be them.
I think it's better to, like you're saying, draw those qualities from different people rather than just take from one, because if you just try to take from one, you're just going to emulate that person and you're not going to be any different. You're just going to be that person, and no one wants two of those people. Like it doesn't make any sense to have two of those people. Like you already have one, so why not draw from inspiration from every single one and then like form a new person? So
yeah,
I like that. What's something that no one really knows about you at all? Like something you're comfortable with, obviously.
I'm very open on stream. I talk about like anything and everything.
Yeah, you're pretty open when I've been in your stream, like listening. So.
Oh God.
It's not a bad thing. I'm really open to my stream too. I talk about some ridiculous shit. So. It's so much easier when you can't see the people.
Oh, true. Very true.
So much easier.
I don't know. I don't think there's anything people don't necessarily know.
Okay. There doesn't have to be an answer. If you're really open on your... I
can't think of anything in particular.
If you're really open on your stream, that's usually a pretty hard one, because it's like there's nothing that you hide that it's not not something that's really on the table that much. So
Yeah.
what about scenario? You go to jail and you're locked up and then you're on death row. What's your last meal gonna be forever? Don't know what you're on death row
Holy shit.
for, but you only have one last
But
meal.
my last meal. What if it's like, I know I'm dying tomorrow from cancer. Can we?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Yeah, sure. Let's do that
Okay.
too. Sure. Yeah, we can change the scenario. It doesn't matter. Just what's your
Okay,
last
if
meal?
I could
that you
have
want?
anything in the world for my last meal, I'd probably have like a really nice, like 16-course omakase from my favorite sushi restaurant or something.
Fuck. Okay, you'd go in. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, it's my last meal. I'm gonna like spend thousands of dollars, you know?
Yeah. I would say I would just go all in too. I wouldn't. Some people say, I've had asked that question of some people before, and they're like, "Oh, I would have like this, like a steak and like this." I'm like, you could have anything. Literally, you could like bust the seams of your pants if you wanted to. You could eat all day if you wanted to. So, is there a favorite sushi you have?
I'm a sucker for salmon nigiri. It's classic but so good. Maybe like with a ponzu sauce or something. I don't know, but it's
Omakase would be the last one. That's a good one though. I like that one. It's always a nice choice at the end. So, describe your idea person, like relationship wise.
someone who is like they have the same drive as me, I guess. Like I consider myself like I want to be successful. I want to do as much as I can. I want to reach like big heights, and I want that for my partner as well.
Okay.
Also someone who is okay with being teased or like joked around with. Because like my humor when I get to know you really well is I like I make fun of you all the fucking time if I like you.
Yeah.
That's just my humor.
Gotta have thick skin. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah. They can't be too sensitive.
Yeah.
They have to know that I'm joking no matter what I say. Spontaneous. I mean, well, it's not even really necessary.
What does
I guess.
spontaneous mean though? Because some people think like, what's your definition of spontaneous? Because some people think spontaneous is just like, oh, we go on a trip to like, I don't know, South America for a week without any, like, what is your definition of spontaneous?
I think when I say spontaneous, I think more, I mean flexibility.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's more what I mean.
Okay.
Like if something goes wrong, I don't want them to freak out. I want them to just be chill about it and be like, oh, let's do this instead. You know?
Yeah.
Like the beach is closed. Let's go to a water park or whatever, you know?
Like a normal person should, instead of going, I planned this and it was perfect. Like
Yeah. Like being able to roll with things, you know, just be chill, not like super neurotic about anything.
There's always many options out there, especially in LA. Like there's like if something fucks up, there's probably a festival next to that thing happening or some shit like that. It's wonderful in that scenario where if you can't do something, you can literally just do something else. It's probably 10 feet away from you.
Yeah. I think last quality is I want them to be able to like hold like, it's going to sound so egotistical, but I want them to have an intellectual conversation with me.
Yeah.
Like if I'm talking about like vaccines or something, I want them to have enough knowledge to be able to discuss things. Or if I'm talking about like social issues or whatever, I want them to be able to have a good discourse and not just be like, oh, I don't care about that issue. I want them to engage, you know?
You want them to be someone who actually is well informed, someone who who actually reads the news, someone who knows what's going on in the world instead of just going, oh man, I'm just gonna wake up and not know any of that shit. So that makes sense.
Exactly.
I don't think that's too much to ask for at all. So yeah, that doesn't seem like too much to ask for from a person. I wanna bring up another thing from your Twitter. Or wait, no, your Insta. Wasn't it your Twitter or Instagram? It was your Twitter. Your Instagram. You have a long ass tongue.
I do.
You have like stupidly long tongue. Like what? How? What? Where? What? Like what? How? When did you discover you had such a fucking long tongue?
Well, as a child, like my whole family has long tongues. which makes sense, except my mom. My dad, myself, and my brother, we all have very long tongues. So like we've always like licked ice cream and stuff, and like, you know, like you just have a long tongue. You just know you do.
Okay, so it's like genetic.
Yeah, it's genetic, but as a child, this again, I always thought everyone has a long tongue, you know?
No, it's not true.
It's not true. I found that out. But like in elementary school, like we were sticking our tongues out at each other, like as little kids do. And then I get so mad at everybody because I'm like, why are you not sticking your tongue out all the way? What are you doing?
You're an asshole, dude.
I am. I'm an asshole. I was an asshole as a kid, I guess. But like, I'd stick my tongue out like, nah, and then they'd be like,
and you'd be like that, yeah, your shit's weak, homie.
Yeah, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, stick your tongue out all the way. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you restricting yourself? And then I found out people have short tongues.
Have you ever like gotten it measured for how long it is, or because I've seen the world record for like the longest tongue before?
I don't have the world record, no, but I don't remember how long it is.
That's crazy.
Like 3 inches, maybe.
Holy fuck!
Something like that. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I wonder if there's like anything that makes genetics wise, or makes like ice cream or like drinks or something taste better or worse in that regard.
Oh, like tongue length?
Yeah, I don't know why tongue length would do that, but maybe there's something out there.
No.
Who the fuck knows? Probably not though.
Not tongue length. No, not tongue
Probably
length.
Probably not. That's crazy though, that like you have such a long tongue though, because I don't meet a lot of people who have like those types of things or those types of different genetics like that. So like the most you'll see is like, oh, people have disconnected earlobes and connected earlobes and stuff like that, but like the tongue is definitely one of those rare things that you don't see that often.
Yeah, I can lick my elbow.
Wait a minute, you can?
I can, yeah.
Holy shit! That's supposed to be impossible.
It's supposed to be impossible, yeah. But it's not.
I know.
You just have to have a freakishly long tongue.
Or you have to be really flexible with your. Well, no, you can't even do that with your.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you have to be really flexible too, because if you're really flexible, so either one or the other. Wow! Holy shit! Are you double jointed?
My arms are, I guess.
Well, that makes it way easier then. Shit. Holy shit! What the fuck? That's awesome. Dude.
So I can do like this weird like exorcism crawl.
Oh my god.
With my arms.
That's dope. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That's crazy though. Genetics are insane how that happens. I only have one more question. Usually the interview doesn't go super long or anything like that. I like to keep it brief. I wanted to ask, what's your ultimate goal or dream, whether it be career or personal? Do you have like an ultimate career or goal or anything like that?
Fuck, dude, I want to be rich.
I respect that. I respect you saying that and not just being I want to help humanity and stuff.
No, I just want to have enough money to do what I want and when I want. I want fuck you money.
Nice.
I want to be fuck you rich. Like I want to eat nice food and I want to go to nice places and have nice things. Like I doesn't everyone?
Yeah. What's your like idea number in mind that you'd be super comfortable if you had it?
I want to be a millionaire.
Okay, so like $1 million a year, or just like have $1 million in the bank, or?
I mean, fuck, $1 million a year would be cool.
I think a lot of people would like that. Yeah.
I would always joke that I want to be like the sugar mama for my stay-at-home husband. You know, I want a trophy husband, and I want to be the sugar mama.
You want them to just like be like, oh yeah, can I get you something right now? And be like, yes, please give me something. And I respect that.
Oh yeah, baby, here you go. Here's some spending money.
Spending money. Go get yourself something nice.
Yeah, go get you some new clothes, honey.
You just go shopping with the kids. Just do whatever you want. I'm gonna do my thing right now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Nice. That's cool. But I respect that though. A lot of people say, "Oh, I want to help this, or I want to do that, or I want that." You're just straight up, dude. You just want to be a millionaire.
I mean, it would also be nice, like if I was like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, rich. Like,
yeah,
fuck, I would change the world and make it better. Of course I would.
I mean, you wouldn't.
I don't
go
know
to
why they
space?
don't.
You wouldn't go to space.
Space is cool, but like, they have so much money they could do that, and also like, fucking pay everybody's bills 10 times over. You know?
That would be pretty
Like-
cool if they could pay my student loans. That would be very nice.
Yeah,
I would
right?
like that very much. If Elon Musk is watching this stream for some reason, hello.
Like if I had enough fuck you money to take care of myself, and I literally can't spend my money fast enough, of course I would help other people. Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know?
Did you see that Elon Musk is supposed to be on track for basically because of SpaceX, because of how well it's doing, is on track to be a trillionaire? Like
that's a ridiculous amount of money that no one should have.
I know, it's dumb. Well, if Elon Musk is on track to be a trillionaire, where's Jeff Bezos at? Because he's way ahead of Elon right now. So
No, Elon is the richest man right now.
wait, when did he fucking pass Bezos?
A couple months ago.
What the fuck? Oh my god,
Yeah.
he did. 253.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
He's 7 years younger too than Bezos. Wow. That's wild. Yeah, so be a millionaire. That's or just be insanely rich. Wow, that's crazy. I had no idea. I just learned that. That's all the questions I have though. It's kind of a short interview, nothing too long and stuff like that. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed sort of the conversation. So
Yeah, it was fun.
cool. Anything else you want to say to Chad, or anything else you want to say in general?
Looking for my sugar baby. Hit me up.
Nice.
No.
They might be fucking watching. You never know. You never know, man. That's why if you stream every day, the odds are better.
Yeah, well, get back to me in like 10 years, and then we'll be good.
That's fair.
Maybe then I'll be like, fuck you, rich. Who knows?
I mean, anything can happen, man. I've learned that you can be a millionaire in a year with seeing some people from TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, all that shit. Like, it can
So
happen
true.
insanely quick.
Very true.
If you do the correct things. So, but I appreciate you coming. Thanks so much for talking to me for a little bit. And yeah, have a good night.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been fun.
Yeah, thanks, Carl. All right, bye.
Bye.